I always found a joy in reading comics, and the best comics, Peanuts, obviously, and also another comic I really loved was a comic strip called Crazy Cat. Underneath the gags and the humor and the fun of the strips, I think both those strips have a really deep spirituality and a kindness. There's a joy and comfort in comics, and I got that as a kid, and I always felt if I could give some of that joy and comfort back, that's what I really wanted to do. But I didn't have a dog. It was a dream of mine. And it's funny, when I finally got a dog many years later, a Jack Russell named Earl, and that was the inspiration for the comic. It was a combination of my two loves, my love for the dog and the love for the art of doing comic strips. Been doing Mutts now for 21 years. One of the things that was important to me when I started Mutts was I really wanted to capture that special bond we have with our animals. So basically I was trying to see the world from their eyes. And in particular, after doing this trip for a few years, I realized Earl and Mooch have such great homes and loving guardians, and I thought about all the dogs and cats that don't and are just sitting in shelters waiting. I drew a week for a National Animal Appreciation Week of shelter stories. And boy, I enjoyed doing it so much, and I got such a good response that I now do it at least 2 weeks every year.
I had the pleasure of spending the weekend at animal care centers of New York City. There I volunteered to help out, meet their staff, get to know some new mutts, and tell their shelter stories. I knew the dogs and cats and all the animals were going to be inspiring, but boy, the humans, the volunteers, the staff, the people that make the beds, the people that walk the dogs, just, again, I knew dogs and cats had unconditional love, but what I really got from this was all the humans that have unconditional love and are the heart and soul of this place and make it all happen. And all the humans that adopt, and all the people that came and took a chance on a new dog and a new cat. I mean, the unconditional love was just all around this place, and it was just a wonderful, inspiring experience.
As long as there's a Mutts comic strip, there'll be shelter stories. I think that's a message that always needs to be said. There's so many millions of cats and dogs waiting for new homes that I think I'll be doing shelter stories as long as there's Mutts.